And now we are switching our focus. We tell you about it, or we introduce you to all the big artists for Carnival, but you know, sometimes in the 7 o'clock hour, we give you some of the tips, the do's and the don'ts, and we're talking hair care for Carnival, because if, for a number of women, if your hair is not right, everything is just gonna fall apart, really. And that's with me in particular, because if I don't have good hair, I feel like, oh my God, my life is ending, really. It seems a little dramatic, but it's true. And Kerry is on set, Kerry Mohammed. He is one of the most recognized faces in the industry, and he's here to tell us about the do's and the don'ts for the Carnival season. Kerry, good morning, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, Hima. How are you?
Good, happy belated Valentine's.
Same to you.
So we're starting with hair care. How, you know, obviously for the Carnival season, let's talk about some of the colors. People get a little crazy. Some people do the wigs, but others actually like their hair color to complement. They like to do crazy things for the Carnival.
Well, I haven't seen a lot of crazy bright colors, but what we have been seeing is a lot of wigs and extensions.
Really?
Yes.
So let's talk about that trend that seems to be now everyone is doing the wigs and the extensions. I've seen, you know, a lot of people with wigs are very hesitant because they feel as though it still looks fake. There's that concept of the lace front wig, which was a big thing a couple of years ago, but people are still not aware as to whether it can look natural.
Yes, it can. Wigs have come a long way. They're more natural looking now. We have access to more human hair as opposed to we would have had fake hair, for want of a better word. So we find a lot of people now being more comfortable with wearing wigs and hair pieces, adding extensions, just to change the look up and also less damage on their own hair.
So you talk about when you have a wig, what are some of the things that people do or they take for granted? Because you have interesting things for the fet season. You don't just have day fets where you're out in the hot sun, you're sweating. You have the wet fets where water, foam, color, a lot of things end up in your hair.
Right.
And if you have this amazing hair piece, you're kind of like, I don't know if I can keep that.
Funny enough, one of my, right before I came on, one of my clients, he had come in a couple weeks ago to have his hair colored, and we did this amazing metallic black on it, and he just sent me a picture of his hair. I went to Soca, and now my hair is red. Now, yes, going to all of these parties and fads where there's foam, water, sprays, color being thrown in the air, it does affect your hair. So knowing what you're getting into in terms of putting these very bright colors into your hair, or even wearing hair pieces that are those pieces may be colored, yes, you would want to have some sort of, be smart. Protect the hair using maybe leave-in conditioners, or even wearing a bandana or a hat. Is that simple to protect your hair.
Now, when you do extensions, because I wear extensions sometimes, and people always have the perception that you can't do anything, that your life has to be very inactive when you do things, or when you have you have clip-ons, or you have hair pieces, or you have extensions. And now we've gone way beyond the days of clip-ons.
Way beyond, yes, of course. That's one of the first things that people ask before they have extensions put in. How long do they last? Can I continue with my normal lifestyle? And is it noticeable? Is it visible? Yeah. So extensions, there are varying types of extensions. There are taping extensions, micro-beaded extensions, keratin bonded extensions. And it's all dependent on your lifestyle and how often you take care of your hair, how often you visit the salon to maintain those extensions is what makes the make or break, or the difference in the type of extensions that you do choose. So for instance, if you're wearing tape-in extensions, those last like 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah. So your visit to the salon would be within 4 to 6 weeks, whereas micro-beaded extensions last a little bit longer. Hair quality and hair type also plays a great deal in the longevity of those extensions. But guys, do not try to do it at home. The best...
do people do their extensions at home?
When I say do the extensions at home, yes, there are people who would try to add in pieces at home, or, of course, to save some time and save some money. But if you want the best possible result and also seamless results, the best thing to do would be to visit your salon, get a professional recommendation, and have it professionally installed. Also having it professionally removed.
Now, also, you look at you look at the hair care for the extensions, you look at some of the things that we don't take for granted. So you talk about the sun.
Right.
Because if I'm going to play carnival Monday and Tuesday,
Right.
I have the pieces on. What are will they stay on? Will they keep the glitter? Will they keep everything else?
Well, first on that note is, my mantra is treat your hair like you would your skin. So if you're protecting your skin, protect your hair. So if you're using a sunblock on your skin, you want to use products with SPF for your hair as well.
I never knew that.
Yes,
I absolutely never knew
products
that.
that have UV and color protectants in them. So there are products that you can use to protect your hair from color fading and from damage, especially environmental damage.
Around carnival time, everyone wants to go sometimes a little crazy when you start getting into the crazy effects.
Right.
Peroxide is I grew up with my mother telling me, when you start to dye your hair, you're going to damage it, and da-da-da-da-da. And always remember. So there is always, there's a thing about peroxide being bad for you.
Right. And funny enough, that's part of my, one of my articles that we did for Macro Magazine, so peroxide, guys, is actually oxygenated water. It's not actually harmful for you. It's the ammonia content that's located in the dyes that people are more concerned with. Now, in today's formulas, that ammonia content is a lot lower, and just like you would go to a doctor or a physician to have them administer any sort of drug or medication, you would want to go to a professional who understands chemicals and understands how color works to get the right application, the right formulas, the right service, and the right results.
I read in one of your articles that color expires. I didn't understand that. Explain it to me.
So color expires, meaning that if color is mixed in, if you mix, of course you have to mix your color with your developer or peroxide. Once that color is mixed, there's a time limit of 30, maybe 45 minutes for the color to oxidize. After that oxidation process, in the bowl, on the hair, after that 30 or 45 minutes, the color is no longer active, which means it absolutely does nothing. So leaving hair color, not bleach, hair color onto your hair longer than expected really does nothing.
What are people, so you talk about the wigs and the extensions. What are the trends for the wigs and extensions? What are people really doing?
What are people really doing? So let's take it out of trend a little bit and onto the red carpet and the Grammys and all those things that we've just seen. The ponytails are amazing. Long ponytails, long hair, very coiffed as well. If you're doing an updo, the buns are amazing. So those are some of the hair pieces that you would see a lot of the movie stars with. Like I said, the ponytail. Extensions and add-ons are done for volume. Like, I mean, I saw him with hair this morning and it looked so amazing. And it looks very natural, but it's for one, for the volume, and two, for the longevity of your style. Because what tends to happen when you add more hair into your natural hair, your curls, your style tends to sit a little bit better and last a lot longer.
And you know, it's such a big thing now. I mean, all of the A-list celebrities in Hollywood, everyone, because it just glams you up. You're
of course.
And I always tell everyone, you know, whenever I get it done, I always feel like I feel like Beyonce.
It's a boost of confidence. That's what it really is. I mean, our industry, hair care and beauty, it's boosting your confidence and boosting your belief in your own self. Because if you look good, you feel good.
One of the big misconceptions, and I know we have a short time period for the interview, is they can't afford it. A lot of people think that I can't afford it, and they don't see it as an investment that will last you for a couple of months if you take care of it.
Correct. So there are different types of hair extensions and different types of hair that's available on the market, and of course that comes with a price range. So you can get very low budget extensions that you could buy at your beauty supply stores. However, those extensions are what you call disposables. So you buy them, you wear them once, and you throw them out. As you go up the tiers in extensions in terms of the hair quality and where that hair was derived from, if it's European hair, Malaysian hair, or Indian Remy hair, the quality of the hair increases, and thus the longevity of the hair. The less processed that hair is as well too, you can get hair that lasts you up to 5 years. But then the cost of that increases as well too, and your maintenance becomes less. So investing in, let's say, extensions or a good bundle of quality human hair can last you up to 5 years.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people don't understand the various price points, but always definitely get your consultation, figure out what works for you, and lifestyle is a very important thing in determining, one, your haircut, your style, your trim, every single thing. And sometimes if you don't fully disclose everything, you may end up in some problems. Like, I live a very active lifestyle, and I think a lot of people don't know that, and I still manage to make it work.
A lot of people don't realize that during a consultation, you have to be as upfront and honest, even with simple things as using birth control. Medication, aspirins that you may be on will definitely affect the end result of your in-salon service. So during your consultation, be as open and as honest with your hairstylist to get the best possible results.
It's just like skincare. We take a short break. When we come back, Harry, thanks so much. Take a short break. When we come back, we'll have more for you. So according to him, the big trends, wigs and extensions are the go-to. And ponytails. I'm definitely going to try that one out. A long, luscious, flowing ponytail. We take a short break. When we come back, we'll have more for you. Stay with us.
This carnival have a different kind of energy. The music getting louder, louder, and soon the whole wide world gonna hear about me. Through the power of the soca. Hey yo, this is Marshall Montano coming to you, and you're watching the Morning Brew. Hey, ha!